Have you ever noticed how some people seem to move forward financially without much visible effort, while you're checking your bank app and watching your balance barely survive until the next paycheck? Maybe you're earning what looks like a decent income on paper, yet somehow the money disappears before you even understand where it went. One moment you feel fine, the next you're wondering how you're already back at zero again. Today, I want to show you exactly how money needs to be directed if you want to escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and actually start building real wealth. I'm Prime Gorilla, and I break down how money really works so you can make it work as hard as you do. If you're tired of spinning in place financially and you're serious about getting ahead, make sure you're subscribed and hit like if this helps you think differently. Here's something most people get completely wrong. They believe saving money quickly means cutting out everything enjoyable and living a miserable, restricted life. They picture endless instant noodles, canceled plans, and sitting at home because fuel or transit feels too expensive. But that's not intelligent money management. The real secret isn't suffering, it's direction. It's deciding where every single dollar is going before it ever touches your account. Think of your money like a trained team. Without instructions, everyone runs around doing random things, wasting energy and creating chaos. But when each person has a clear assignment, that same team becomes incredibly efficient. Money works the exact same way. Most people don't give it instructions. Income comes in, expenses leak out, and they hope it somehow balances itself. It doesn't. Without a plan, your money will always find creative ways to disappear, usually on things you don't even remember buying a few days later. What I'm going to give you today are 7 specific destinations your money must be sent to in order, every single month. These aren't opinions. They're based on long-term financial research and the systems wealthy people quietly follow to build and protect their money. If you apply this structure, results come much faster than most people expect. Before we get into the 7 destinations, think about what happens the moment you get paid. For most people, it's messy. Bills get paid whenever they remember. Spending decisions are made emotionally. Saving only happens if something is left at the end of the month, which almost never happens. This backward process is why people with solid incomes still feel broke. They try to save leftovers instead of planning expenses first. It's like pouring water into a bucket with a hole in the bottom. No matter how much you pour in, it never fills up. The first place your money must go is minimum debt payments. This isn't exciting, but it's essential. These payments are the foundation holding everything else up. Before you spend on anything else, every minimum payment must be covered. Student loans, car loans, credit cards, personal loans, anything tied to your credit history. These payments are not optional. Skipping them because you want something nice is one of the fastest ways to destroy your financial future. Missing even one payment can drop your credit score by 40 to 60 points. That single mistake can cost you thousands over time through higher interest rates on cars, homes, and loans, all because of one careless decision. Treat minimum payments as non-negotiable. The second destination is necessities, and this is where most people confuse wants with needs. Necessities are only the things required to survive and function: housing, transportation, food, utilities, and healthcare. That's it. Streaming platforms aren't necessities. Daily cafe visits aren't necessities. A gym membership you haven't used all year definitely isn't one either. That doesn't mean you can never enjoy these things, but they don't belong in this category. Here's a rule that can completely change your finances. Keep necessities under 50% of your gross income. If more than half your income goes just to staying afloat, wealth building becomes extremely difficult. That might mean uncomfortable decisions like sharing housing, driving an older vehicle, or choosing a cheaper area. These sacrifices aren't permanent, but they create breathing room that allows wealth to grow later. The third destination is your emergency fund. This isn't optional, and it isn't something you get to later. It's your financial safety net. After minimum payments and necessities are covered, this becomes your top priority. Eventually, your emergency fund should cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. But don't freeze up at that number. Start with a smaller goal. Aim for around $1,200 instead of nothing. Having even that amount in a separate savings account can stop most unexpected events from turning into disasters. Think about the last surprise expense you faced: a vehicle repair, medical bill, or work equipment failure. Without savings, those moments force bad decisions: debt, missed payments, or borrowing from others.
With an emergency fund, the same situation becomes an inconvenience instead of a crisis. Keep this money in a high-yield savings account, separate from your daily spending account. You want access, but not temptation. And no, a vacation doesn't count as an emergency no matter how much you want it to. The fourth destination is retirement contributions, and this is where many younger people make a huge mistake. They believe retirement is too far away to worry about. They plan to start later when income is higher and life is simpler. But life never becomes simpler. Waiting is incredibly expensive. Every year you delay costs you massive compound growth. Someone investing a small amount at 25 can end up with more than someone investing double starting at 35. Time beats money every single time. If your employer offers a retirement plan with matching contributions, you must contribute enough to get the full match. That's free compensation. Ignoring it is like rejecting part of your salary. Aim to invest between 6 and 12% of each paycheck automatically. Make sure it happens before the money ever hits your account, so emotion doesn't interfere. The fifth destination is eliminating high-interest debt. Any debt charging more than 15% interest needs to be eliminated aggressively. This usually means credit cards, but it can also include personal or payday loans. These companies are designed to extract wealth slowly and painfully. Minimum payments are structured to benefit them, not you. If you only pay minimums on a $4,800 balance at around 19% interest, you can end up paying well over $12,000 across decades. That's longer than most people raise their kids. There are two effective strategies, the avalanche method and the snowball method. One focuses on math, the other on motivation. The best choice is the one you'll actually stick with. But no matter which you choose, you must stop creating new debt while paying off the old. The sixth destination is a Roth IRA. This is one of the most powerful wealth tools available. You contribute money that's already been taxed, and then it grows completely tax-free forever. No taxes in retirement, no forced withdrawals. It can even be passed on to heirs. The contribution limit is just over $7,000 per year for most people, which comes out to roughly $600 monthly. That might sound heavy until you understand the long-term impact. Someone investing about $480 per month starting at 25, earning an average return, may contribute roughly $230,000 over their lifetime, but end up with over $1.5 million, most of it tax-free. The key is starting. Missed years can't be recovered. Stick with low-cost index funds. Don't gamble with retirement money unless you truly understand what you're doing. The seventh and final destination is taxable investing. This is where serious wealth starts to form beyond retirement accounts. Once the earlier destinations are handled, this money goes into assets that grow over time: stocks, real estate, bonds, and yes, even crypto if you genuinely understand the risks. Start with broad market index funds. Over long periods, markets have averaged close to 10% annually despite wars, recessions, and global crises. Real estate can also work, whether directly or through investment trusts that remove the hassle of ownership. Wealthy people own assets that appreciate. Broke people mostly buy things that lose value. Treat investing like a long-term strategy, not a gamble. What makes this system powerful is momentum. As debt disappears, cash flow increases. As investments grow, they generate more income. As your income rises, the system accelerates naturally. Most importantly, it removes emotional decision-making. When money comes in, it already has instructions. If your income changes or life throws a curveball, you adjust amounts, not priorities. You don't skip emergency savings to chase hype. You don't ignore high-interest debt for flashy investments. Systems work even when motivation fades. Imagine earning around $4,200 per month after taxes. Minimum payments might take $320. Necessities stay below $2,100. Emergency savings might take $280 initially. Retirement contributions could be around $250 automatically. High-interest debt elimination might get $420. Roth IRA contributions land near $600 monthly. What's left goes into taxable investing and grows as debts disappear. Finally, don't ignore psychology. A plan you hate won't last. Build small, controlled rewards into your system so progress feels sustainable. Discipline deserves recognition. Automate everything possible: transfers, investments, payments. Automation removes willpower from the equation and lets the system run in the background. These 7 destinations turn chaos into control. Stop letting your money wander randomly. Direct it. Your future self is depending on the decisions you make today. Make sure they're decisions you'll be proud of years from now.